All right, let's go to Mary in Atlanta. Mary in Atlanta, 1-800-529-5465. How are you, Mary?
Mary, how is ATL?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I'm calling. I have a question. I have a case. I'm a green card holder since 2007, but had an issue in 2010, which I was charged with child abuse and assault, and the case ended with a second-degree assault misdemeanor, which was a sentence of 364 days probation and suspended and then probation. But when I was arrested, when the issue happened, I was in jail for 5 days pending
All right, so
bond.
Stop. All right, stop right now. You got your green card in what year?
2000. It was issued 2008, but it says resident since 2007.
When was this arrest?
2010.
Okay, so 2 years after you got your green card, there was some sort of assault on a minor in which you said you received 300 and I was listening, Squeeze. 364 days jail sentence. The rest was suspended, or you received a suspended jail sentence of 364 days. What was it?
Well, it says the sentence says 364 days
Suspended.
Suspended.
Okay,
and
very
then
good.
it says 364 days probation.
When did you come to the United States? When did you enter the United States?
2002.
2000. How did you come to the United States?
I'm an asylee.
You're an asylee. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what you pled guilty to is a crime of moral turpitude, okay? And you probably had a smart criminal defense attorney, because what the key thing was is that if you pled guilty to 365 days in jail suspended sentence, which would have been basically the same sentence for you, and you would have done 5 days in jail, but they would have said 365 days suspended, and you only did 5 days in jail, that would have been an aggravated felony. Because if you are sentenced to more than 1 year in jail, whether you actually do the jail time or not, okay, whether you do the jail time or not, that is aggravated felony in an assault. You were sentenced to 300. You were sentenced to 364 days, so it's a crime of moral turpitude. Now, it is more than 5 years later. Okay, I assume that you've been a person of good moral character since then, correct?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge. Well, yes, I have been. I don't have any issues.
Right.
I'm not a troublesome person. That was just a one-time situation.
So what we want to do, okay? What we want to do now is we want to take a look at that criminal record, make sure what you're saying to us is correct, and then discuss perhaps you filing your citizenship. The key thing we got to remember to becoming a citizen is we don't want to do anything that's going to actually put you in deportation, and then you're going to lose your deportation case. But it's only a crime of moral turpitude. It's not an aggravated felony. You have 5 years good moral character right now. You entered the United States in 2002, so this happened more than 7 years after you entered the United States. You've had a green card for more than 5 years. You have 5 years. Excuse me.
What's going on over there?
You have 5 years good moral character. So I would suggest that we have a discussion after looking at this case further about citizenship. So hold on 1 second, okay? Now the other thing is you're in Atlanta. The other thing is this, you're in Atlanta. Atlanta is the worst place to do anything with immigration. It is absolutely the world's worst immigration office. They have the lowest approval ratings. They have the hardest judges. It's horrible, Atlanta. Nice city, horrible for immigration. So hold on 1 second. Hold on one second.
So what can I also have, actually, I already attempted applying for citizenship last year, because I was calculating it from when the crime happened.
I would not, Mary, I would not ever file citizenship on your own without consulting an attorney, especially when you have this.
I consulted an attorney, unfortunately.
So you unfortunately you did? Well, maybe
unfortunately
you consulted the wrong attorney, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what I should
Okay.
say.
All right. So what happened with your citizenship?
Well, it was denied, and the officer claimed that the crime was a 104 days sentence, which I don't know if they are now adding the 5 days I was in jail to the 364 days. I don't know where she got that 104 days from, but that's what she said on the denial letter. And then, she said lack of good moral character.
All right. I'm not going to solve your problem on this show. Okay, you need a consultation. All right, but if that's why I said I got to look at. So you're saying to me, the officer said my conviction is different than what I'm describing right now. Okay, I don't know because I don't have any of your criminal records in front of me, which is why I'm saying you need a consultation. Which is why I always tell everybody they need a consultation, because what you think you pled guilty to and what you're looking at may be correct, or it may be that immigration is correct, and I don't know the answer right now because I got nothing in front of me. Okay, two rules to come from this.
And what is that?
Okay, one is you never do anything with immigration without going through all of your records with a really good immigration attorney, like myself. And two, there is no way in the world any immigration attorney can tell you what's going on, no matter how much you describe to me over this show, about your past record without actually looking at the record. It's like calling a doctor squeeze and saying, I went to this, hi Brad, I know you're a medical doctor in New York, and I went to this medical doctor in Atlanta, and he took an x-ray and he says my leg's broken. Can you operate on me? Most doctors would say, okay, can I see the x-ray first before I schedule the operation?
You think?
So, so it's the same thing.
And it would be a wrong move to travel out of the country at this time, right?
Do not travel. Do not travel. Don't do anything. Don't pass go. Don't do nothing. Okay? Just hold on 1 second, okay?
Thank you.
All right. By the way, Squeeze, and the telephone number is 1-800-529-5465. I just read an article that everybody's been playing Monopoly wrong.
Okay.
You know, like when you play Monopoly and you land on Park Place, and you say, I don't want to buy Park Place. And then the game goes on forever. If you don't buy Park Place and you land on it, it's supposed to go up for auction to everybody else. So that way, by the time everybody goes around the board, all the properties are sold and the game would go a lot faster. My biggest problem with Monopoly is it went on forever. Nobody would ever win. Nobody. The only person who would win is the banker, and it seemed like that's like how real life works.
Or your friend.
What? You would always win in Monopoly?
Your friend.
Who's my friend?
DT.
Who's DT?
I don't want to say his name.
DT? I don't know who DT is. Oh, Donald Trump.
What are you smoking?
I'm thinking, who's my friend DT?
I thought I'm supposed to be the summer son. You don't know.
All right, 1-800-529-5465. Shireen in Waterbury. Shireen.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Don't worry, I've been called worst. Good morning.
His name is
I like to
Squeeze.
know.
His name is Squeeze.
Don't worry about it, my darling.
But you can call him
You can call me
Steve.
anything, just don't call
My
me late
name
for
is
dinner.
Brad. This is Squeeze. We have Shireen from
Please,
Waterbury.
yeah, my bad.
No problem. Shireen, what's your question?
I'd like to know, can you file violence against a woman and still live with the person?
You can, but that's going to be really difficult to prove that you're abused spouse and you're still living with the person. Why would you be, well, let me ask you this. Besides the fact of, just an immigration, if you are really being physically abused and emotionally abused to an extreme level, why would you be living with somebody and continue that abuse?
It was just a question. I'm asking for a friend.
Okay, the answer would be you can do whatever you want, but that would be what everybody would be asking. A, just from your own safety point of view, and B, there would be a lot of, what is the BS meter going off?
Yeah.
The BS meter, Squeeze? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a lot of that going off at the immigration service. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I think, honestly, though, you should really get
But
help.
if you are being abused, there's no reason to. The purpose of the law for the Violence Against Women's Act, the purpose of the law is to allow people to be able to get a green card and not have to suffer in a home where there is abuse happening. That is the purpose of the law. So you would actually be frustrating the purpose of the law, and you'd be putting your life in jeopardy. So, that's the answer.
All right?
Okay.
Sweet? All right. By the way, Squeeze, I forgot to tell her she's in Waterbury.
Mm-hmm.
We have our office, our soft opening.
So Waterbury is approximately 30 minutes from
30
where?
minutes from Hartford.
Yeah.
Our soft opening is Monday. I was told, I don't understand what a soft opening is versus a hard opening. Okay, but I'm told by Lenny that a soft opening means we're just there. But we're not going like this whole, razzle-dazzle production. No big scissors going, aha, da 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 da.
I think once you're open, you're open.
I'm just told it's a soft opening. 1-800-529-5465. By the way, leave your questions right now on our Facebook page on the Brad and Squeeze Show, because right after we speak to David from Brooklyn, New York, we are going to be going to our social media queen, and we are going to be answering all your immigration questions that you leave on the comment section of our Facebook page at the Brad and Squeeze Show. So leave your questions right now, because your answers to your Facebook questions are coming in about 2 minutes right after we speak with David from Brooklyn. David.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Good morning, David.
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good. What's up?
Good, David.
Okay, I have a question. I had my status was readjusted through my wife, and years ago, and now I want to get a divorce from her. Will that affect my status?
How long have you had a green card?
It was just readjusted 2 years ago.
What do you mean readjusted? You adjusted your stat. There's no such thing as readjustment. Let's just get clear what happened here so I can give you some good advice. You adjusted your status. I assume you got a 2-year conditional green card. Is that correct?
No, it's not a conditional, but I had a green card before, but then I got into some problems and I had to readjust.
I understand.
Adjust
Okay, so you lost your green card. You were in some sort of deportation process, and then you got married in deportation, and then you got your green card back again. And that was how long ago? What year?
About 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago. Now, when you got your green card, did they give you a 2-year conditional green card, or they gave you a 10-year permanent green card?
A 10-year permanent green card.
Okay. So as long as you have a 10-year permanent green card and you have some evidence that at some point after you got your green card, you and your spouse were still together, you do not have to stay in an unhappy marriage. You're free to get divorced, by all means. Nobody tells you have to stay unhappily married.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Hold on. By the way, we have a pretty good matrimonial department, and I see you live in Brooklyn, and Megan loves divorces in Brooklyn. She's awesome at it. She's awesome at it also in Bronx, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island, Nassau, Westchester, all of New York State.
Yes.
Hold on one second.
Once again, folks, the number here is 1-800-529-5465. It's 28 minutes after the hour. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Of course, partnering with USA Credit Repair. Do remember to check them out at usacreditrepair.com. And once again, we're here, so make sure you place your questions on the social media page, Brad and Squeeze. We will be going there now. So call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We're going to social media queen. Her name is Kim Moore, and this segment is proudly also brought to you by the Shaggy Make a Difference Foundation.
Shaggy.
Make a Difference Foundation with Shaggy and Friends.
He didn't want to come on Skype with us.
Who says that?
I don't know. Is that being set up right now?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. But I'll tell you that
we're hoping.
But I'm telling you that there's going to be a great show on January the 6th featuring, you know who Shaggy is.
I certainly heard of the band.
Have you heard of Sting?
I heard of him.
Do you ever heard of Wyclef Jean?
Roxanne.
Do you heard of Fetty Wap?
Yep.
Okay.
I got them all.
Idona, Third World, Bungie Garlic, Christopher Martin, W. Fresh, Shaka Bus, Conscience, Barrington Levy.
The first four.
Shensi.
The first four I have.
Wayne Wonder.
I have
Capleton.
I have on my playlist.
Ding Dong.
All four are on my playlist.
Fan Land.
Ding Dong, I don't know. I hated Ding Dong when I was a kid. It's like a yodel.
Dexter
but I don't know
Ducks.
who Ding Dong is.
Marcia Griffiths.
That I know.
Professor Nuts.
Marcia Griffiths did this song with the dance, right?
What is it called? Electric Slide.
Electric Slide, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great. Hello.
Karen in Atlanta, Georgia. How are you?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. What's up?
All right. So I have a question. A year and a half ago, I came here as a J1 student in the States. And then after my J1 expired, I changed my status to B2. And it expired on, I think, November. And then I filed another case for B2, and it's still pending right now.
You filed another case. What was the case that you filed in November?
For B2. So
and
it's
another
like
extension.
Second B2.
The second B2.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. So I was just wondering, because I'm really tired of paying like $370 for like 6 months and stuff. So I was just wondering, what are the better chances that I could get a green card, or like, how, without like getting married? Is there like any way I could get a green card?
Get sponsored in a job.
Or something else?
Get sponsored in a job.
That's
whenever anyone says, "How do I get a green card?" Get sponsored in a job. It takes 18 months. Get sponsored by family. I have books and books and books of ways to get green cards, but I can't. There is no way. I can never help somebody, no matter as much as you want to be helped. There is no possible way I can help somebody and say, "Hey, I need a green card. How do you help me?" I have no idea. We would need to sit down. I would need to take a look at your visa. I don't even know if you have a 2-year home residence requirement. I would have to go. I would have to go through your entire history, see what you have going for you. Maybe you have an employer or a potential employer who could sponsor you. Maybe not. Maybe you violated your visa status by working illegally. Maybe you did. I don't know any of this stuff, and I would have to sit down for a good 20 minutes with you, literally asking you questions before I can give you every possibility and every option. And I could almost assure you that probably 1 out of every 4 people who come to see me, I come up with some weird way to help them, and they're like, "Nobody ever told this to me before." Now, sometimes people, it turns out that people are like, "I knew this," and I'm like, "Well, we don't know this until we actually meet you." So, the answer to how do I get a green card starts with hold on and make a consultation with us. Okay, hold on one second.